Hi Cancer, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are just doing a bit of a general reading, but we will also be sort of keeping the idea of balance in mind because I am using the Yin Yang Oracle today. So balancing ourselves out, seeing how we can find that balance and whatnot as well. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Leave a comment as well and you'll go in the draw for that free personal reading. I'll be drawing that when we hit 222. So make sure you are subscribed and leave that comment, like the video as well. But we also do have the Terra lenormand I am using as well, and the Inner Child Oracle. So that's kind of like affirmations deck, getting some interesting messages with that as well today. But starting off with that Yin Yang Oracle, I'm going to draw 3 cards for you and then we'll go into a bit of depth with the Lenormand. Okay, Cancer. What does Cancer need to know right now? Cancer, messages for Cancer, please. Important messages for our Cancer. Okay, Cancer. We're definitely seeing balancing coming into importance for you this week. We do have the balance card on the bottom of the deck as the hidden energy. So balancing out karma, justice, good and bad, yin and yang for you this week. Some things. It's all about finding that balance, I feel here, Cancer. There is something coming through straight away, showing us that you do need to refine the balance with this issue. The first card I have here is the Unity card. Okay, transcendence and unity, that card is. So I do feel as though one of the things we're needing to balance out here, Cancer, is finding unity, transcending obstacles and finding unity within something. We do have the separation and longing card. So for some of you, this is definitely going to be something to do with a specific person that you are currently in separation with. That there's a sense of longing coming through with that card and needing to sort of transcend any obstacles and come back into some sort of unity either with this person or with the emotional side of things, to do with that separation that you are sort of, there is this sense of longing. These cards are the yin yang cards. So on one side of it, we have the separation, and then on the other side of that, we do have the longing. So that can be longing for, things to go back the way they were, longing for a specific person, longing for a certain energy. And that energy is what we're coming into unity with, trying to find that unity within ourselves. I do feel for a lot of you, this is emotional unity, like refinding that part of yourself that you have separated from, regardless of whether that's connected to an actual person or not. Although for some of you, I am sort of intuitively picking up on like a potential reconciliation energy here. So if you are in a separation with a specific person, there may be a bit of energy floating around about that specifically as well. The third card we do have for you is the expression card, which is all about truth, finding your inner truth and expressing your inner truth, which once again is very much linked to that transcendence and that unity energy. Okay, finding that truth and balancing that truth out within you, coming back into unity with, this truth that's deep within you. So for some of you, there may be a bit of an issue where, you're in separation with somebody or some part of yourself, and you may have been deceiving yourself that you don't need that part of yourself, you don't need that person in order to be fully yourself, but I'm kind of feeling that deep down that truth is that, you are longing for this person, for this missing piece of yourself here. So we'll have a look here, because like I said, I'm getting a bit of a divide that for some of you this is to do with a specific person, and then for the rest of you this is that separation from a piece of yourself, that you maybe have hidden this part of yourself for a while, and so it is asking you to face the truth of this piece of yourself that you're in separation with. But starting off with that unity energy for our Cancers, please. Yeah, so I am definitely coming through, this separation coming through once again with that unity energy. Firstly, I've got the Garden and the Heart. Okay, so this is, meeting somebody halfway, meeting your heart, meeting up with that missing piece of yourself. It's coming through pretty straightforward here, that for a lot of you, this is, organizing to meet somebody that you do love, that you may be in separation with. Now, when we do see, the heart and this separation vibe, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a romantic connection. This definitely could be a friend or a family member that you sort of have come out of touch with, that you are currently in a bit of separation with there. You may even physically still have this person in your life, but there is a separation there, being shown in the energy. So you may have drifted apart a little bit from this person, that kind of thing. But we are really, really, really finding that, meeting this person halfway, coming back into unity with this person, with this energy. For those of you where this isn't a specific person, it's talking about, this piece of your heart, this little piece of yourself that is all about unconditional love, the part of you that is in touch with, love, love for yourself, love for the people around you. Once again, I'm kind of feeling that for majority of you, this probably is in regards to an actual person here. But for others of you, it is, to do with, something within your heart space that you have sort of lost touch with a little bit here. The way that you love, the way that you show love, the way that you love, and it's all got to do with this past energy. We do have the mouse there, which is definitely talking about this past separation, because the mouse energy does talk about loss, and it does have a strong sense of separation and longing along with that as well. So we are looking at this, being directly related to this whole sort of storyline. It's kind of coming through as one specific storyline for a lot of you here. Like I said, though, if you do not resonate with being in separation with an actual person, this is a part of your heart that you have lost touch with, okay? But I'm probably going to continue on talking as though we're talking about a specific person, because I do feel that for majority of you, we are looking at a specific person that you're in separation with, something that you feel as though you've lost in the past here. You had this taken from you, lost to you in the past. It does cause you a bit of stress. It's something that sort of keeps you up awake at night, late at night, with that sense of longing and that sense of loss, feeling still very attached to this past energy here. And really needing to, come back into unity in regards to this thing, this person. The Garden, a lot of the time, once again, it is going to involve an actual person for a lot of you with this Garden energy. That is my date card. So sometimes, especially with the heart there as well, this definitely could be, asking somebody on a date, or somebody asking you on a date, or just that sense of meeting somebody halfway with the heart space, I'm feeling that, for some of you, this is literally meeting up with somebody and sort of saying to them, I still love. Do you still love? We both love the same things. We both, we share a love together, me and this person. We may just share a love, and that love may be shared between us as well. So it does feel for a lot of you that it kind of feels as though, that there's a part of your heart missing because of this person, because you're in separation with this person. It does feel as though you're not in complete unity with your own heart. So it's a bit of a rough one there, Cancer, but the garden energy, it can talk about meeting this person halfway, compromising on where we need to be. We definitely do sort of feel that vibe for reconciliation being possible with the garden card there. This also could be, running into somebody in a public space. It is the social public sort of energy. So it definitely does talk about, parks, beaches, the riverside, getting out and about in public, even if it's just, meeting up at a coffee shop with friends, and then you may be running into this person. That kind of energy does come through quite strongly as well. But I am strongly getting the meeting somebody for an actual sit down. For a lot of you here, I'm getting the messages of, meeting someone for a coffee, meeting someone for a date, meeting someone for a meal. I'm getting a physical meeting happening for quite a lot of you here. But we'll look into the longing, the separation, the longing and separation for Cancer here. So overall too, we did see that, I did say at the start of the reading, we are looking for balance, and how to balance things out for yourself. And we do have the balance card at the bottom of the deck here, Cancer. So it does feel as though there's something important with this person for you to balance out yourself as a whole as well. Okay, we do have movement on the hidden energy for this separation and longing. So, you may be closing the gap between you and somebody as well. I do have the ship as the hidden energy there. So you may need to physically travel to meet up with this person, or vice versa. There may be something about closing that gap. Once again, meeting this person halfway, closing that gap between the two of you. We do have the birds and the masculine here. So the birds is all about some sort of conversation taking place. So once again, we are seeing the need to, meet up with this person. I feel for a lot of you, this is a physical meet up. The birds can talk about a phone call, but it's really coming through that there is some sort of, need to sit down and talk things out with this person, in a very rational kind of way, a logical kind of way. We do see that it's taking place in the heart space, but there's also this sense of logic and keeping your head about yourself, and not so much stopping your emotions, but controlling your emotions, being very in control of this conversation, and making sure with that heart there, it's kind of like making sure the emotions are put on the table and talked about, but not allowing them to rule the conversation and take over, to control, not allowing them to go crazy. The masculine does sort of control the chaos a little bit when it comes to emotions. So it's all about, I'm kind of seeing somebody coming in with like a dot point list of, this is what I want to talk about. This is the resolution that I want. These are the issues that we need to address. These are the obstacles that we need to transcend here. But this is the outcome that I'm wanting here. And then sort of, comparing notes by having this conversation with this person and seeing where they stand, and if they're willing to work towards the same outcome as you, all that sort of stuff. But I'm just sort of feeling intuitively that there is a need to have an idea of what you're wanting to say to this person, definitely, but the outcome is seeming quite important. The outcome that you do want here, it does need to be discussed. If we need to, get to that outcome, we do need to, actually have an outcome in mind here, that, so thinking through of what the best possible outcome for this reconciliation, for this separation, what is the best possible outcome for you here, and working with this person, meeting this person halfway. So, compromising so that you can transcend any obstacles that are stopping you from getting to that outcome. We do also see the stork here as well. So there definitely is new energy getting stirred up. But this is brand new ideas on how we can get to that outcome, how we can overcome the, the obstacles between the past here, how we can overcome that separation and come back into some sort of unity with this person. For some of you, just be aware that this is the pregnancy card as well. I do feel as though that for one or two of you, there may be the necessary mention of that. But it's all ultimately, it's all about stirring up new ideas, getting new energy happening, getting that movement happening here towards union with this person, and stirring up new beginnings here, being able to, come from a brand new aspect and really once again come through with your inner truth and expressing that. Okay, we do see expression as the main notice on that card there, being able to express your truth here. We do see that with that conversation there, being able to express your truth, but express the truth of your emotions, but also in a very rational kind of way without letting them, take hold of you. All right, but we'll get some cards for the expression truth card. Cancer and expression, please. Okay, very interesting. We do have a lot of stable energy when you start to express your truth. It brings through a lot of stable energy for you here. We do have the anchor, okay, which is coming through with the scythe, which is, it's probably one of the most unstable cards in the whole deck. But then on the third card I've got is the house. So, the anchor and the house are both very stable cards. So they're sort of weighing off that scythe energy in the middle there. It's kind of talking about you. I'm feeling like this is you in this anchor energy where you're holding yourself very secure and stable when you're coming through trying to change things. Okay, so you're coming through in a very stable manner. You're very, it's a very dependable kind of manner where you're like, I've gotten through so much rough seas in my life, and I've still, I'm still here. I'm still able to, hold myself steady and calm. And I don't want to be weighed down anymore by things that have been weighing me down. This longing, this separation has been weighing me down. I want to change that. The scythe does talk about, making sudden changes, all so that you can remain secure in yourself, in your truth. All right. So it's very interesting energy here because, like I said, with the stable, the sudden change here, and then the stable again with the house energy. But it does really feel as though you're coming from a very secure in yourself kind of zone, very secure in your truth. And you've kind of, it's just a matter of expressing that truth in order to, make the changes that need to happen here. So you seem to be in a very stable kind of energy with that there, Cancer, coming through from your truth in a very dependable way. This is my truth and I know it. And then we're moving together into this house energy. All right. So for some of you, you literally might be moving into a house with somebody. So there's definitely that aspect for some of you too. But it's for some of you that may be the goal, that eventually we want to, I want to stir things up and get this reconciliation happening so that we can come back and be a family together. You are my sense of home. You are my sense of family. I want to stabilize this connection. I want to, rebuild any foundations that are broken between us, so that we can, be at this stable house energy together. As a joint energy there, the house is actually a really good one because it does talk about that unity, that family unit, that building bridges together, starting a life together. It's a very stable, secure energy. It does talk about this being a very, secure base for you both to work from and continue from in the future there. So, it does really seem as though, unity is definitely possible here, Cancer. So if this is somebody that you have been longing for, somebody that you have been in separation with, unity and coming into balance with this person is definitely possible. You are aware that there are some changes that need to be made and obstacles that need to be overcome, but it does seem as though you're both going to be able to work really, really well together on this and come into that house union at the end there, and it be a very stable, secure connection in the long run, and lead to, that balance, as it's all a matter of expressing your truth. I feel here, Cancer, expressing the truth that's in your heart, in a very sort of, this is my truth, that's it, stable, rational, this is my truth. Once again, I am getting that, do you still love? I still love, as one of the truths coming through here, that I love, like I am hearing that I love you as a truth there. Okay, so for some of you that may be relevant as well. Cancer, what does Cancer need to know right now? Be decisive. I am the leader of my life. Okay, so that's about taking that control, taking those actions that you know are necessary. You want to come into this unity here. That is part of your truth at the moment, it feels, Cancer. Be decisive and take the reins on your own life here. Vote 1, Cancer, all right? We also have Silent Night. I am calm and connected to bliss. All right, so staying calm. Once again, we're seeing with that masculine energy, not allowing the emotions to take hold of you, staying calm and connected to yourself, to your inner peace, through this situation. We also see the heart wisdom card. So once again, I'm getting both, the staying calm and centered, but also listening to your heart here. You can literally see that's what this bunny is doing, listening to their heart. I quiet my mind to hear the song of my heart. Following that truth, following your inner truth, staying calm and blissful that you know that this is going to work out exactly how you need it to. Be decisive, take this chance. It's going to work out in your favor as long as you're expressing your inner truth, your inner heart wisdom. All right, Cancer. So that's what we have for you. Very pretty straightforward storyline for you today, but you are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But do leave a comment and subscribe to the channel so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. But hopefully I'll see you all soon.